Hi guys, and welcome back to The Batch Lady, where I show you how to make fast, simple homemade food that you can freeze and get in your freezer in advance, ready for whenever you want it. And we're cooking in batches, and today I am live with the lovely Brooke. And Brooke, where are we today?
We're in the People's Fish Shop on the High Street.
So we're in People's Fish Shop. If you know People's, Scottish Borders, anybody who lives in Scotland, you'll know where People's are. Right on the High Street, blue sign that says Ross Dougal
Fish Merchant.
Fish Merchant. So, and look at this. Every day this fresh fish comes in. So if you've been watching my videos this week, you'll see that we're working from here every week. Every day this week we're doing different videos. And today we are going to look at something that's really simple. I've got, can you see that there? Up close? It's from Swartz, and I got this from a supermarket, and it says low fat, dark soy, sesame and ginger sauce. So quite often I don't do everything straight from scratch. That's not how I work. You batch cook some of my stuff, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And I quite often use things that are going to be quick and simple, and this is low fat, it's good. And we're going to make a soya sort of stir fry, a fish stir fry. I've got a bag here, if I'll let you see that. That is, it's called Super Tasty, Super Mix, and it's Thai style vegetables, and it comes in the frozen section in a supermarket. So just pick up this and this, come to your local fish merchants in People's, and we are going to talk about the fish that we'll use. So we're using soy sauce, we're using ginger, we're making a stir fry. What fish would you use?
I would recommend using something like the tuna or the swordfish maybe.
And so can I pick up a piece
Yeah,
of this
of course.
tuna? Let's show you what it looks like up close, because we're quite far away from you today. So now I don't know anything about fish. Is that the tuna? That's the tuna. Oh, shows you I really don't know anything. So Brooke, that's a nice sort of red steak meat fish.
It's
is
really
it?
meaty, yeah.
And when I cook that, will it sort of fall apart?
It doesn't. You could sort of cut it into pieces and it'll hold together quite well.
Right.
Yeah. So it's good
Excellent.
for your stir fry.
So that is our tuna, big tuna steak. Now, is tuna expensive? Is it more expensive than another
Tuna is
alternative?
probably mid-range.
Yeah.
And then we have the swordfish, which is slightly cheaper than the tuna, but you could probably achieve the same result with the swordfish.
Could you?
Yeah.
Using swordfish?
You could use the swordfish
Right.
as well.
Who would have known that swordfish is actually cheaper than the tuna? So I would never know. If I walked into a fish shop, probably like a lot of you, I wouldn't know what to ask for.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know what each thing was. So here we go. Instead of using tuna steaks, we are going to use this swordfish steak. And it basically works in the same way then?
Yeah, it's really firm, really meaty, and you can cook it in the same way as the tuna. It's really nice, just pan fried. So like with your stir fry, you could just pan fry it.
Brilliant. And this is a huge piece. I don't think I'd eat as much as this, so you probably could have this.
Yeah, you could definitely.
Especially if you're being healthy. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you. Now I'm going to use this bowl which I bought in Portugal. Portuguese do beautiful fish bowls. Do you see that? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our swordfish. I keep forgetting what it's called. You know me, memory of a sieve. And all we're going to do is open this packet. Okay, and we're going to add some of the mixture over the top. Now this is probably for about 4 people, so we don't need this much. So if you can see that the mixture is in there, Brooke, you're going to get your hands dirty. Give it a good squish around for me. Now what you want to do, whenever I cook with fish, I generally, I'm making fish and I'm putting it in the freezer. So I prefer to use fresh fish, because if it's frozen, it can't soak up all this lovely marinade. So can you hold that right up high and show everybody? That is just dripping with this lovely marinade. We're going to put it in there. So if I'm cooking for 4 people, I'm probably going to just buy 1 more of this, and I think that would be enough because you're having it with lots of vegetables. So that is soya sauce and ginger and sesame. Swordfish. I keep forgetting what it's called. Swordfish. I'm going to put that in my freezer next to my frozen stir fry, and that is a meal. That is a family meal. Get another one on top, put it in, and that is a family meal. When you take it out, you're just going to cook on your cooker. You're just going to put your stir fry through in a big pan, and then you're going to put your swordfish. Can't get it. Swordfish. How long does this swordfish would it take?
A matter of minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah.
So you come in from work, and this can pretty much just be pulled out, ready to go. Really quick, easy, simple,
Healthy.
healthy. Eat fish, people. Thank you very much. This is Brooke and I at the People's Fish Shop. Come and visit us. We're here all week.